Welcome to the Venture Mentoring Team's e-learning series. In this video, we will explore operating principles that can help guide the thinking and behavior of your mentees and their teams and mitigate conflict while they are engaged in bringing valuable products and services to market. So, what are the operating principles? Operating principles are a set of guidelines that help define the way a group of people think and interact for business success and continuous learning. They describe how the group wants to work together, how they want to do business, how to attract similar-minded people as coworkers. In other words, it codifies how group members can be their best selves when working together. Why are operating principles useful? People are cerebral. As we think, so we become. Shared thinking principles become a working agreement that can elicit trust, encourage personal development, and lead to productive team interactions with fewer misunderstandings and far less conflict. In my case, as the co-inventor of the jog bra and co-founder of Jog Bra Inc., it became absolutely necessary to understand how we could work together. My partner and I were 50-50 partners. It didn't take long before our different styles and thinking created stress and divided our employees into her camp or mine. And the most important thing that my partner and I shared was that we both wanted the business to succeed. So we called on a facilitator to help us create operating principles that everyone, including my partner and I, could live by and rely on. At VMT, we often see mentees that are distracted by negativity in their businesses. It may be time for them to consider how to intentionally and productively improve their relationships. Operating principles are a proven practice to create a more collaborative and enjoyable organization. So let's dive into my experience as an example. Here is the list of Jog Bra's 10 operating principles. Our principles were developed with input from all 12 of our employees at the time, including warehouse shippers, customer service, VP sales, and co-founders. We kept practicing these principles until our profitable exit 12 years later. Number 1, demonstrate respect and appreciation for people's strengths and differences, and better yet, encourage those strengths into the process. Number 2, pour humor into your life. And we can avoid a lot of negative drama if we don't take ourselves too seriously. By lightening up and seeing the big picture, we are much more useful. Number 3, communicate with clarity, frankness, and openness. I cannot overstate the importance of clear communication. It is common for high energy and committed people to let subjects spin in their heads, and we call that mind chatter. That needs to be controlled and organized. In conversations or presentations, we must clearly remember to state the subject, the challenge, and the request or solution. Of course, good communication is 2- or 3-way street, and active listening is required. This includes not interrupting each other. Number 4, keep agreements. Early stage companies are comprised of small groups. Everyone is part of the whole. Taking responsibility for projects and timelines is important for success. Keep others in the loop on any changes that might affect them. Number 5, assume good intentions. Give people the benefit of the doubt. For some people, this feels unnatural. Ask yourself if you assume good intentions and wait to be proven wrong, or if your first inclination is to assume the worst. Number 6, ask for help. The team has shared responsibilities, so we considered asking for help a strength, not a weakness. I guarantee that it will lead to better solutions. Number 7, avoid taking things personally. For most of us, this is a new habit and will take some effort to develop. Don't take things personally. The world is much bigger than one's own perspective. The objective is to stimulate co-creation for successful outcomes. Number 8, take mindful risks. Entrepreneurship is all about trying new things. We set the stage for productive risk by being intentional, including imagining unintended consequences, learning from what didn't work, collecting feedback, and sharing lessons. Take ownership for outcomes. Number 9, take ownership for outcomes. Take ownership for successes and failures. Mindful risks are the engine of innovation. We believed everyone makes the best decision that they can at the time, and then we moved on to new challenges. Number 10, attack problems, not people. We practice articulating the challenge as clearly as possible, not blaming others, so that we could co-create better working solutions together. In sum, the operating principles revolved around practicing trust and communication. I truly believe that this manifesto was one of the main reasons for Jogbra's success. So, how can you help your mentees create operating principles and embed them into company culture and practice? We recommend a few key steps. First, get agreement amongst all the founders, the owners, the managers to participate 110%. Without that agreement, the effort will fail. And the founders must all agree to the moderator they select and to the person's methodology. From my experience, the moderator will recommend that they, number 1, go off-site or work virtually and dedicate time to this effort. Number 2, in smaller companies, invite all employees. In larger companies, choose a diversity of employees. Number 3, encourage all participants to work collaboratively to capture everyone's ideas, needs, and wants in designing better working conditions. Number 4, synthesize and prioritize the concepts developed. Number 5, review, edit, and agree to the principles. Finally, in order to execute these principles, the founders, management, and employees must agree on their importance and embed them into their company's culture and practice. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you will introduce your founders to the concept of employing operating principles. I hope that they work as well for your startups as they did for Jogbra. Before proceeding to the next video, please take the mastery quiz on operating principles.